Ready when you are, CB. Do I start in Canada or Mexico?
It's me and Animal Kingdom.
You really hate us?
This is Dillos Diz on our YouTube channel. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank. We're actually here at DillosDizResort.com. That's our Patreon with memberships beginning as low as $1 per month. DillosDizResort.com recording something we haven't recorded on our StreamYard in some time and caused some confusion in the early going of this episode, this latest edition of a little something we like to call What's in the
attic?
Attic?
What's in the attic?
Wow. Yeah, we're a little rusty on the live recordings.
And you're changing our background all at the same time.
Well, because right in the middle of it, it changed, didn't it? Oh, interesting. That's why you were laughing. I had no idea that happened. I wasn't paying attention. I was too worried about hitting the right video. We're here. Well, yeah. Here's the thing, everyone. If you want a little inside baseball, we're at the resort. We have different drop-down menus. Most of our What's in the Attics, probably since 2020, have been like recorded on a phone, and then we add in the bumper and the intro. We haven't actually done when we were quarantined. We were pulling boxes out of everywhere, doing What's in the Attic here. I had wood paneling in the background. It was glorious.
Oh, times 4 years ago.
So I was at Mama and Papa Dillos over the weekend. I feel like we're just pulling more and more things out of there lately. I feel like some things have turned over and we're just finding new things. Yes. So I have quick items here. It's just brief items because there were things I had no idea were still around.
Sure.
And I wanted to share them here. What I didn't share on our Theme Park Thursday podcast, where we talked about Disney's Aladdin on Broadway, was what we got at the merchandise shop, which was the Christmas ornament of
nice.
The Magic Lamp.
Lovely. Your tree will soon be a Disney tree, just like mine.
Can I just say, Jen, you're going to be so angry because Mrs. Dillo and the 8-year-old are plotting to do the Christmas tree for Christmas in July.
What? Took me a second to process.
Yeah, Christmas in July. They want the tree up, and I was like, I feel like I have a line, but I'll lean in if I have to.
If that's what makes you all happy, then that's fine. It just won't be happening here. That's all. But that's fine. If many people do that. Some people leave their tree up all year. They have a Valentine's Day tree. They get a whole thing. It's fine.
But thanks for checking us out here I have some items that I want to share. Because there was a bin in Mama and Papa Dillo's crawl space. I thought at this point I had collected all of my bins and they were in my storage unit. No, it just keep appearing.
It just out of nowhere.
And just to say that the 8-year-old comes up with me to the attic on Sunday. And she's like, give me your phone with the flashlight. And she's like, in the crawl space. What's in here? What do we got? What's still going on? What is this book? What is this book? Is this something that I'm like, you score baseball games with it? She's looking at it. I'm like, oh my God, we can't send you up here anymore because too much. Breaking news from our friend Matt Harvey, who just texted me in the middle of this.
Okay.
Attention, Star Wars fans, blue milk is coming to grocery stores nationwide.
No, it's not. No. You could shelve that right next to the Dole Whip. No, nobody's drinking that.
Ooh. Anyway, 3 items. First, I think they're all kind of related to our hashtag Dillos Madness, which is happening over at DillosDizResort.com.
More toenails, some pennies.
No toenails and pennies. Maybe some coins. But the first item here, which I only thought I had one of, and I had it on my own set of car keys for a long time in recent years. I think during the pandemic to make myself feel better. Who knows? Sure. But eventually it came apart, and I was like, oh, it had a good run that I had saved it for 20 years and never used it. Then finally used it as a keychain. But we talked about wrestling at the sound stages of
Mhm.
hashtag always MGM in the mid 90s. This is a keychain that they gave out then.
Mm.
World Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling? What did I
Wrestling?
almost say?
Racing?
Can you tell that we recorded a podcast before this episode of What's in the Attic?
I had an immediate flashback as soon as I saw that, actually. So
The Sizzling Summer Tour in
yeah,
Orlando, Florida. So most likely given out, as Jen referenced in our story of seeing wrestling in the mid 90s at hashtag always MGM, the Monday night nitros that took place outside the front gates
yeah,
of the studios on Monday nights in the summer of 1996.
yeah. No, that it's that keychain is not something I've thought about, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, nope, there's that memory.
Do you have favorite keychains over the years, Jen, at Walt Disney World merch? Is there anything that jumps out at you? I have an old school Epcot one somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
somewhere. I mean, I think, when you start driving in high school and you get the cool like lanyard, or at least that's what in the 90s you had the
Mhm.
lanyard keychains, and then you could put like 1,000 keys on it because it was cool to have that many. Even though, what are you doing? You're 17, you're 18. Where are you going?
Right.
But I mean, I recall having a few Disney ones on there, like a goofy one kind of is in my brain, but where are those keychains? Probably in the attic.
They're probably around
Yeah.
somewhere. I don't
Mhm.
think I don't think those get tossed. I mean,
No.
nothing at Mama and Papa Dillos gets thrown
No.
away. But in these cases, I'm like, I can't believe I still have this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious to see what I will present last here. I guess no, I probably should do the coins next.
All right.
So I thought it was curious. Oh man, I'll put my glasses for this because so again, like what's stuff doing at the bottom of boxes? Like I don't even know how I felt like this kind of stuff, as I'm about to show you here, if I just show it, look,
Uh-huh.
I thought like I had like all those kind of things in one shoebox.
Right.
Like I didn't know they existed in other places, right?
Mm-hmm.
So um on the green one here, so let's see what I can show you is Pleasure Island.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the backside, which is funny, right? Celebrate Mardi Gras 1996 at Pleasure
Oh.
Island. So celebrating Mardi Gras 1996 at Pleasure Island.
And those are coins and not chocolates? Is that what?
They're not
Okay.
chocolate. They are coins.
Yeah.
But different variations of this. So the gold version
Mm-hmm.
and then
Interesting.
Pleasure Island. Again, there used to be cast member Thursdays, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it was free as a cast member to go on Thursdays to Pleasure Island. So, especially in that first magical year as a cast member, I worked at the studios. I often, how many times did I really go? Maybe 3, maybe 4, who knows? But often enough, often for
Social
me.
Frank was totally going out every cast member Thursday.
And what's so funny is, again, here's social anxiety at its finest,
Uh-huh.
where every time I went out with my cast member crew,
Mm-hmm.
whether Pleasure Island, Jelly Rolls, always such a great time, but
Yeah.
yet didn't do it nearly enough, 100%. So yeah, I have a green one and then the gold one, and then there's the last one I'll show, which it doesn't have the year on here, so I might have to get like a fact checker on this of
Uh-huh.
some kind. I have Halloween Horror Nights coin that's in
Oh.
the same style, but I don't know if
Hmm.
this is from when I first started working there
There's
or
no year on it?
no year on it.
Hmm.
But I feel like that eye is a symbol of whatever year
Hmm.
it was. If I had to look for clues, so maybe it's possible it's from '98 in my first year, or because I didn't go before 1998 Halloween Horror Nights, but I was like, what is this coin? Where did this
Mm-hmm.
come from?
Yeah.
So I thought that was something different and something I didn't know I had. One, Mardi Gras coins from Pleasure Island,
Yeah.
not from Universal,
Yeah.
and then an early Halloween Horror Nights.
Horror Nights.
Nights.
Those
I did-
horror nights.
So we're recording this What's in the Attic after we recorded a podcast episode, and I didn't bring a beverage of any kind
Yeah.
to wet the palate while I talk. Okay, so the keychain and the coins. Final thing, which and hopefully this doesn't go too much on a tangent, but this here with my initials on it. You recognize this, Jen?
I do. Yes.
This is the what remains of an art portfolio I had, which I still at this point have thrown away most of the items in here, but it likes to resurface every couple of years to taunt me. I showed one thing in our one channel Discord the other day, but I'll share it here, which was this photography project, where you can see the Chinese theater at #AlwaysMGM. The photograph on one side here, and then the project was to sketch the other side so that it matched. You can see this was when the Christmas tree was in the middle of the Christmas tree was at this part of the park that the model train went around the Christmas tree. What was the nose of #AlwaysMGM? If you look at the maps of the old maps of #AlwaysMGM, and it was crafted to be the face of Mickey. The nose was in front of the Chinese theater, and that's where the Christmas tree usually went when we used to do parades. Well, where are you now? We're going around the nose. That is former nomenclature of #AlwaysMGM cast members. There's a couple other pictures in here that I'll share. I guess it's just things of playing with different exposures of can you tell I took my camera a lot to Walt Disney World back then, and then definitely early days of the Beach and Yacht Club being open.
Nice.
And then I think there's just one more in here. Oh no, well there's one of the Dolphin. Because back then seeing this kind of angle was cool. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out what the angle of this is because, right? I might have to recreate this one. So it's the Dolphin, but the Eiffel Tower is in the picture, right?
What?
So where am I shooting this from? Anybody? Anybody guesses?
Well, maybe. Would it be from? Oh man! Let me see it again.
Right, because no boardwalk yet when this was taken,
and
so.
not. But are you inside the park because of where the?
Am I inside Epcot
I
or
feel
not?
right. Like, are you on the bridge? Maybe going between UK and.
Possibly?
France, and then like looking at the Eiffel Tower, and then it would be behind that. I don't know
how the photo is framed. Like, it doesn't look right. So I just don't know if everything else surrounding it is different now. Up.
Yeah. Wait. Like, what's in front? What's the water right in front there?
Right. Well, it's either got to be the lake or the passageway. Like, I think it's a good guess that you think it's by the bridge going over, but not the way you would look at. Oh, it might be the bridge as you go from UK to France. Is that what you're thinking?
I said.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
I'm thinking more of like where the boardwalk is.
Oh, no, between there, yeah.
Right.
Because I'm just thinking because you have to be inside. If the Dolphin is behind, then it would have to be from like that angle. But it does look like, and Luce is saying that's like higher up. That weird.
So yeah, that is. But yeah, it just looks weird at that angle.
Yeah.
And doesn't look like that anymore, probably from that bridge.
Yeah.
And then Oscars at 3 different exposures.
Nice.
Yeah, to do like that was the project was.
Yeah. The when you posted in the one channel Discord, I was like, oh, where are my photography project photos of Disney? Because I have them. Because much like you have seen in TikToks, everybody of the dogs of Dillo's past
Mm-hmm.
in a black and white photo that was hanging on wood paneling, which is no longer there since that TikTok because that room has been redone.
Mm-hmm.
But that same class that I took, which was in college, know I have black and white photos of some of the Coronado,
Mm-hmm.
some things inside Epcot, like that big rock that's right by China, I think.
Okay.
I feel like I have a photo of that, but I'm like, where are they? I have no idea where those, but they're all on like that styrofoam backing, I think. So, but I don't know where those are. So, stay tuned for photography with Jen and Frank on the next episode. Of What's in the Attic.
I see Theme Park Rob here in our chat here at DillosDisResort.com. He might have to go try to. I might have to send him a picture of the picture
Oh yeah,
and see if he can create the same angle of
yeah.
the picture. I feel like this is a Theme Park Rob project. He's too busy looking for that 25th anniversary photo of all the
You have him on
characters.
a lot of photography projects right now.
Right, many missions right now.
Mhm.
But that will do it for this edition of What's in the Attic. We're always Theme Park Rob is already on it.
Yeah.
So we will wrap it up here with What's in the Attic. But things just keep coming out of the attic. So we'll be sure to start ramping these up, do them a little more often here because they are fun. And like I said, those coins from Pleasure Island, had no idea
Yeah.
that I had those.
Yeah.
So anything we can find along the way to share with all of you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, she's Jen and I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces.